our Deputy President has any information that is worth consideration, not just by local, even international institutions. If he has that information, he must record it with the DCI as soon as he arrives the country so that we can take him seriously. Until then, we will just consider it a part of his continuous comedy and caricature that he has become in everything he says out there. You know, a person who poses for a photo, for every step he passes through at the airport, he's looking for the airport police to take a picture with. And that is a big thing. He's going to show us that, he met airport police officers when he went to the US. That is a joke. It's a total joke. Or somebody who goes to amusement park in a technology company, then starts saying, I had an engagement in an amusement park as a tourist. How many of us have gone to amusement parks as tourists when we travel out there? And then you start saying, this is what, and so forth. The only thing you can go and write when you get a small opportunity to visit Facebook as a tourist is political slogans. I mean, we have a problem. And I think if the former deputy president is not going to record a statement about what he said about Al-Shabaab and the country, then the right thing for him is we check him in a mental institution for mental assessment, because his level of contradictions can only be that he either is a pathological liar or is a mental case that needs treatment. And you know, Constitution of Kenya insists that for people to hold a public office, they must be of sound mind, which is at the moment extremely questionable. And I guess that it comes with the stress of losing such a high office. And there's nothing wrong for him being treated for mental health, because mental health is also part of areas that we in the security sector would like to ensure that our people are operating in our well-being. And you know, there are many of these cases in the political circles that are untreated. And as a result, they cause greater havoc and harm in the country. And I think that it's no longer a joke. Who the deputy president, former deputy president is at the moment is no longer a joke. Most of you share TikTok posts of his messages and so forth. You are actually the ones who are encouraging a person who is unwell to continue saying more things that are going to hurt our country. And I think those who are around him should help him get medical treatment, because then there are continuous conversations. Somebody out there may think that he's a serious person when he's not. The last question. Thank you, Maina.
The question is on security status of Narok and the surrounding counties, especially as you mentioned about land conflict and stop them and such. I see you have a very powerful security team, including the chairperson of the National Security Committee, National Assembly. How do you assure the people of Narok and even Transmara, even Bomet, that such acts of clashes of those kinds of crises would end and come to a stop permanently?
You see, Maina, management of security of a country is a continuous process. Sometimes it's a moving target. You solve one problem, another problem comes in. For as long as human beings are continually interacting and there are other issues, the people are competing over resources, they're competing over leadership, they're competing over different things, it will always pause, and criminals are getting better in terms of their technology, their tactics, and so forth. So you always continue to invest, and you must always remain alert. That's why you change security officers every given time to avoid familiarity. You invest in more technology. You invest in more resources. You must continue. We've been with you in a number of these cases, and Kenyans are saying that we must train more. Police officers should be trained continuously. And like other departments of government, police officers are extremely disadvantaged because they are not getting new technology and new ideas as they continue managing the security sector. I'm talking about at the law level. And this is one of the resolutions that has come from Juqua, that we need to invest more. So the thing is not to say whether or not we'll face the challenges. It's always to be prepared and ready continuously. And it's important that the chair of the committee is here, because budget is also a very important issue that for us to achieve all these security issues. People have been talking about the security budget. It is absolutely nothing. That is only for salary and emoluments. Capital investment in the security sector is very low. Building of police stations, buying of vehicles, fueling, operational resources, authority to incur expenses. Those has been, you've had in many of our Chukwa Usalama for the 26 counties, that poses, continues to pose a challenge. And so working together, that's why we are all with the leaders today, including county government. There are always ways for people to make a contribution in this direction. Asante sana. We'll go and pay a courtesy call to the governor. Thank you.
Hizi vitu zenu